Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. My name is Alex with the Cradle Vomit. If you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, that just means you are catching the replay. But we are going to create with our club transfer. So when you pop on, comment the word October, and I totally misspelled October in the comments. Hold on, let me fix that. I know how to spell October. But do me a huge favor, right down here in the pinned comment where you see the word October misspelled, do me a huge favor and make sure you join our broadcast channel. That will let you know about new things that are happening over on my page, pretty much, okay? All right, I think I got it fixed now. So comment October. I think I got it correctly spelled this time. Let me know. Let me unpin it and then pin it again, and hopefully it'll be spelled correctly. But we're going to create with this, and we're going to create a garland. So say hey. I don't know if comments are working, but we've got some painting to do. But y'all, I found some really cute like gingerbread ribbon on Amazon. So if you're looking for a ribbon that's like gingerbread themed, comment the word October and go to my Amazon storefront. It's linked in there for you. We might use some of these. I'm not quite sure. But then I got some like burlap and red, like gingham, buffalo plaid. And then I thought this was pretty. This is felt. So this is felt wired ribbon. But all of these were added to my Amazon storefront. So just comment the word October and go over there and check it out. But we are doing like a peppermint and gingerbread themed garland. We're going to see. We're going to see how this turns out. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my burnt umber and we are just going to stain the cutouts with this. That way it's not just the regular brown color in the background. So, hi guys. How is everybody doing? I am so sorry I did not come on last night. I had a project and everything. I kid you not. And I realized I didn't have the transfer. So, and it was just too late to find a different project. So there's that. Hi, Marcy. Hi, Sharon. So I'm just going to take a baby wipe and I am just going to stain this. You could paint it if you wanted to. You could use your chalk paste if you wanted to. This is just the quickest method, but most of this is going to be covered up because I know, Melinda, aren't they so cute? Because we're going to put our transfer on top. So, hi, Aislinn. Is it Aislinn? Aislinn, let me know. But hello. All right, so let's get this covered. And make sure y'all are in the broadcast channel because I had a couple polls that I posted today for some bundles that I want to start doing. I've been cleaning up like my inventory and I have a ton of stuff. I have a ton of stuff that I thought would be good for bundles. And so I want to know, do y'all want them weekly, daily, or when? Just tell me what y'all want. Hi, Wendy. Aislinn. Well, hello, Aislinn. You are 5 years old. My niece is 5. And she's in kindergarten. Are you in kindergarten, Aislinn? All right. So that is painted. Throw that over there. And then we're going to paint these over here. Thank you for sprinkling. Yes, thank you so much. Any update on our talk the other day? I have not been able to talk to him about that. I don't know. Weekly or monthly? It'll be weekly. So the choice was either daily or weekly. But I think weekly will be easier. But I don't know if I want to do it to where I do it during Live Sale Wednesday or, oh my gosh, I can't open this. Awesome. Hi, Sybil. Oh, heck, y'all. I can't get it. Uh-oh. We may not be able to use our chalk paste to paint. Hold on. There we go. Hi, Melanie. Yes, anytime y'all hit that follow button, or not the follow button, anytime y'all hit the heart button and sprinkle the video, that does help me out tremendously. Tap it upside down. I got it. I got it. So the reason why it gets stuck is because I'm a little mess and I get that paste all in the rim of the lid. So, yes. Comment the word October. That'll get you the supply list, the link to the cutouts. is the third link in the message. So many people look at that and they don't read it, but everything is in there for the links that you need. But we will have a live sale tomorrow. We will do that. I am doing a garland. We're going to see. I was inspired by another thing that I saw, and I thought, let me make this to go with our club, and let's see how it turns out. It could be, I'm kind of afraid that the peppermints are too big. So, hi, Thomas. You should be at work, not on here. Hi, Maureen. So let's get this painted. We'll dry everything and then we'll see if the white needs another coat. Maureen, you might want to try to spell it again. You are. Thomas is in the house. He sure is. Y'all don't know how happy that makes him when y'all say hello to him. So you can say hello to Thomas. It makes him happy. I'm feeling good. My back is doing better. It still hurts, but not as bad as it was. I will say that. So I can't really complain there. Oh goodness, here we go. See? All right, let's dry this. That was weird. Let's dry this and let's see. I got stuff all over my glasses too. We'll see how this turns out, y'all. I'm not quite sure. I feel like the peppermints are too big. So if they're too big, we can size them down a little bit. Oh gosh. Y'all are funny. Let's do what we talked about. Let's see if it changes. I don't remember. What is that? Stephanie, I'm not sure. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Shelly. Shelly, you never comment on my live. Interesting how you comment when Thomas is here. Need to see a picture of him. Maybe I'll post one soon. I don't know. I don't know how I don't know what he would think about that. Just said Alex is live and Thomas is on. Oh, God. Y'all are something. All right. There's a little spot that I missed here, but I think we're good. I don't think it needs another coat. I don't remember what it is, Stephanie. Yes, the two of us. We'll see. We will see. Not here for here. What? I don't know what y'all are talking about. Okay, we're going to paint these. Should we paint? Oh, for you. Not here for you. Oh, yeah, you're not here for me. Should we paint the actual peppermint part in candy apple or cherry? What do y'all think? I've seen the other one, need to approve. We really need to see a picture. I don't know. I don't remember what it is, Stephanie, so no, don't say it. I'm not quite sure which, I don't remember the conversation. So no, don't say it. Cherry. All right, let me show y'all. So that's candy apple. Should we do, that's cherry. Before I get red all over this white and mess it up, move it out of the way. First time I wasn't notified when you were live, I was just scrolling and seeing, oh, you know what? I didn't put it in the broadcast channel. I should do that real quick. So this is cherry. This is candy apple. The candy apple is a lot brighter than the cherry, but y'all let me know which red I should do for the red part while I share this into the broadcast channel. Oh, Boone says hello. If you're not on the broadcast channel, he needs to go live with me. We talked about it. So make sure you're in the broadcast channel right down here in the pinned comment. There is a link in there for you to join. Oh my gosh, y'all. Facebook picks the worst cover pictures. I will say that. I just saw a cover picture of this live. I'm like, I gotta go change it. All right, so candy apple, definitely cherry. It's not updating comments over here, so let's see. Candy apple, cherry, cherry, candy apple. It looks like cherry is the winner. I just sent it, Miss Karen. All right, we'll do cherry. That was part of our talk. Girl, I don't even remember. I need to go back and look at our conversation. I don't know what we talked about. I mean, I remember what we talked about, but not in like detail. I'll have to go back. Okay. This is cherry. If you don't have it, you need it. It's a really pretty red. It's a deep red. But let's get this covered and then we're gonna do the fun part. Hi, Pamela. Yes, ma'am, you do. Okay, I'll go back after my live and look at it because I don't remember. Hi, Dee. All right. So if you're just popping on, say hey and comment the word October. That'll get you the supply list. But we are doing the club. We're doing the club transfer. And we'll see how this turns out. It's going to be a garland, I'm hoping. It could be, well, Boone is not happy. I might have to let him in. Oh. Hi, Donna. Hi, Lynette. Lynette, did you want that tiered tray that I sent you? Do you want me to invoice you for that? I think I totally forgot to message you back. I apologize. Alrighty. Getting this covered. So all of our painting is pretty much done. You won't, Thomas, you're scared. Oh, to go live? No, he said he would do it. He didn't say no. But I also told him that I wouldn't make him go live if he didn't want to. That is up to him. Hi, Donna. Hi, Darlene. Oh, he commented. I didn't see that. Hold on. I'm not scared to go live with y'all. We will be. I'm not worried about y'all being mean. I'm worried about what's going to come out of his mouth. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about y'all. Y'all are fine. Okay. This is all dry. Y'all, I need to clean up in here. But these will continue drying as we're working on the gingerbread. Let me wash up my hands. Hi, Lisa. He sounds like fun. He is. Just never know what's going to come out of his mouth. You got a lot more color to you now. You're looking good. Thank you. I feel a lot better. My back is still a little bit in pain, but nowhere near what it was. So I'll take that to sell. Wait till the live. Perfect, Lynette. That's totally fine. Are you planning on offering the assorted snowman noses? Miss Diane, I totally forgot. See, I got sick and then my back or whatever. And I totally forgot about everything. Diane, send me a message and I can make an assorted bag for you. All right, let's wax these. So we painted our surface. We want to wax. And then we will decorate these. So if you're just jumping on, I took a baby wipe and I stained these with burnt umber, like just acrylic paint, brown acrylic paint. You can do the same thing with your chalk paste. Paint on my right elbow. At least it's not on my face. Thank you, Miss Lee. God, Thomas is like a little celebrity on my live. Alrighty. So this is the club transfer. Y'all, this room is a mess. I'm glad you're happy now. It's been a while. You were not happy. Thank you, Miss Robbie. I appreciate that. I certainly appreciate it. Hi, Diane. Hi, Aislinn. Thank you. All right, let's fuzz this. We're going to do our gingerbread in camel. Hi, Dewey. And we're not going to clean it in between. So we're just going to lay this down. So the reason I painted it was because there's going to be a small outline of the wood, and I didn't want it to be that color of the MDF. So that's why we painted it. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I just like the look of it a little bit better. All right. Line this up. Thank you. Y'all are very sweet. But this keeps moving on me. I probably shouldn't have fuzzed it because there's not a lot of silk screen, or there's not a lot of the sticky on the transfer to stick to my surface because it's mainly silk screen. So I probably shouldn't have fuzzed it, but we're going to make it work. All right, let me find my camel. My husband thinks we have an affair going on, daily pack. Well, we do, Miss Michelle, we do. We sure do. It's a craft affair. All right, we're going to go in with camel. Now you could totally paint, oh, it's going to move on me. You could totally paint your gingerbread in camel and then do like a darker gingerbread, like in bark. But I am going for like a traditional gingerbread look. Thank you. All right, y'all, I always ask y'all this. What did y'all have for dinner tonight? I am having a leftover pizza, which is what I had for lunch. But that is what I'm having after my live. What did y'all make today? I want to make gingerbread pillowcases. Yes, Lee, I saw one of my friends did that on her live, and I saw it and I wanted to make it too. So we might have to do that before the month is over. But the month is already almost over, which is crazy. Chicken pot pie. Hi, Christina. Girl, you're in Disney now? Weren't you just like across the pond? Scalloped potatoes and ham. Hi, Roberta. I don't know if I said hello, but hello, Roberta. All right, I'm going to lay this down. Do my best to, I feel like I'm breathing really heavy. I apologize if I am. Lay this down, do my best to not move it. But it doesn't really matter if the color transfers just a little bit because we're going to cover it right up with, he does cook. He certainly does. He's a very good cook. He made, the last time he was over here, he made Mongolian beef stir fry and it was so good. I had cheesesteak sandwiches from, ooh, fun, Maureen. What is the little man looking out on the fall sign on top of the pumpkin? What? What is that little man looking out on the fall sign on top of the pumpkin? What? Little, here? I don't know what you're talking about. Hamburger and fries, yum. Did you make it or did you go get it? Shelly is barbecuing chicken legs. I don't know. The little man on top of the fall sign. What? I'm not quite sure. Maybe try again. Did I miss a comment? I'm sure I did, but homemade ravioli, yum. I'm baking baby tomato. Hi, Sandra. Roast graveyard Pete. Oh. Hi, Debbie. The little man. Where's there a little man? I don't see it. Ooh, leftovers from Yard House. I love Yard House. It looks like a little guy with eyes. Is that what y'all are talking about? Oh, the vine. It's a vine. Like, what are y'all talking about? The little man. Y'all are funny. All right, let's clean this. It keeps catching my eye for some reason. I don't know. It's just a little vine. I guess from afar, it kind of does look like a little man, or it could be like a little spider. I was like, what are you talking about, girl? A little guy with eyes. It's a critter. It's just a vine. Alrighty. So we're going to scrub the front, we're going to scrub the back, and then we are going, one of my hairs is on here. That's what it looks like, a little man with eyes looking out, peeking over that pumpkin. Okay, I can see what you're talking about there. I can see that. Alrighty, let's dry this up, and then we are going to spruce up our gingerbread, guys. So if you're just popping on, we are using the club transfer, which is only available this month when you sign up for club. So when you comment the word October, check your messenger, and it's the first link in your message. Hi, Ruth. Let's put this on here. And you can get the link to the cutouts that I'm using. So I am doing a, oh gosh, my hearts went missing. I'll find them. There's heart buttons that I'm missing, but I don't know where they're at. That's okay. We're doing Gingerbread Peppermint Garland. Sorry. I'm like getting myself distracted here. I'm sad I haven't gotten mine yet. I'm my own club member as a designer. Well, you know, Miss Sandra, you can get your club like a whole month early by placing an order like the previous month. So like you placed an order this month, you can add it to that order. Does that make sense? Garland. So we will have to, yay, Miss Diane. The garland is like $9. I didn't want to charge a ton for it because it is just so simple. All right, let's pull these back out. Okay, let's get them dry. And we'll wax again. And all you're drinking is tea. Well, you think there's a little man right there. Hi, Tammy, how are you? Alrighty, so I need to clean that a little bit better, but then I do have cutouts that go with all these other little pieces here too. You can snag those, or you can just get the gingerbread cutout on its own. I know, Miss Patty, thank you for letting me know. I don't have an Etsy shop, Tracy. I have my own website. So, sorry, y'all. If you comment the word October, it's the third link in there. Or you can go my website is called thecreativellama.com, and you can go to my website that way too. Hello, Victoria. I got my reindeer delivered. Yay! Actually get stuff done. I know. I'm doing pretty good, Miss Tammy. Hi, Sandy. Elbow paste. Yep. It's okay. I'll get it later. But the link to the cutouts, or like to all my cutouts on my website, it's the third link in the message. Just read the message because the message has all the info, I promise. All right, that is dry. Let's wax it. So we're going to wax again because we're going to put the transfers back on top, and I don't want the adhesiveness of the transfer to pull up the paste. So my wax is a little dry, so I just soften it with my heat tool, and we're just going to add a little bit of wax. Hi, Judy Watson. To these, and we're just going to do some fun stuff. So, have y'all created with the club transfer? I know Miss Sandra hasn't, but have y'all gotten your club transfer and have you crafted with it yet? All right, we're going to start with the face. I'm going to fuzz. I got my mystery bag today. Yay, Lynette. I'm so glad. Oh, look. I found my heart buttons. That makes me happy to hear. All right, we're going to throw this on here. And we're going to just do his face in black, I think. Thanks for saying that. I forgot why I bought the wax. Yes, you always want to wax when you're layering. Just because you don't want the adhesiveness of the transfer to pull up the paste you already put down. And you definitely want to use it after you've painted a surface because it can pull up the paint. I've had it happen to me several times. Lots of times, actually. Got mine, but not given okay by Doc. Oh, to craft. Are you feeling okay, Miss Debbie? All right, and I'm not cleaning in between just to save on time. But we're gonna make, oh, his face is a little crooked though. We're gonna make identical gingerbread men. Like so. Or gingerbread girls, I don't know. Okay, that looks good. So, there's that. Thank you. All right, close this up. So my next question is, should we do, let me put it on here, the heart buttons or the circle buttons? What do y'all want to see? We did the heart buttons on the last one. That took me forever and a day to do. Still hurting. This shirt is part of a t-shirt club that I'm in. It's called Cotton and Chaos. I can send you the link. But they send you like a monthly shirt every month, clearly. But I really like them. But what I need to do as I get a shirt, I need to throw a shirt away or put a shirt in the donate pile because I have 2 full drawers of t-shirts and I wear the same dang shirts all the time. Circle, circle, one round on one, heart on the other, do one of each. We could do one of each. I wouldn't be opposed to that. We'll do one of each. Now, what color should the buttons be? I was thinking red and white. I have 3. Make one boy and one girl. Okay, we can do that. All right, so I'm just drying that up, putting this back on here because y'all, if I don't put it back and clean it, I'm gonna lose it. So let's do their cheekies. Let's dry this. Red and white, that's what I was thinking. What's the best way to clean the prints? Clean these, Miss Victoria? I personally think it's easier to take your transfers to the sink with a board eraser and scrub them, the front and the back, and then put them back on the backer. I think cleaning them in the sink gets them cleaned better. But while I'm live, I obviously can't go back and forth to the sink. So I would personally, if I wasn't on live, I'd clean them at the sink, in the sink. It's just easier. All right, these little circles are cheeks. And we're gonna do this in ballet slipper. And I'm gonna even do cheeks for the boy. Okay. You're welcome. So this is ballet slipper. You could use Marvelous, you could use Peony, you could use Peachy Keen. But this is just literally what I had sitting in front of me. So that is what I'm going to use. Peel that up. Boom. I love those. Go here and do the same thing. Okay. Those are just so stinking cute. Love it. All right. What was I going to do? Clean. Y'all ever do that? You stand there and you're not quite sure what you were going to do next. I do it all the time. All right. Clean that. Let's dry it off. Okay, and put it back on the backer. I know, isn't it so cute? I love that this transfer has all sorts of different pieces to it. I need to start like using the bow and the bow tie. We might do that. Or I might actually put a physical bow on them. Like an actual bow. Alrighty, let's dry these. Actually, no, we don't have to dry them because we're going to do their buttons. Let me grab another thing of baby wipes. I go through baby wipes like crazy. Thank you. Alrighty, so we're gonna do the hearts and the circles, right? So let's pull these out, let's fuzz them, and then we'll do these in red and white. So I'm gonna fuzz, and we're just gonna put this right in the center. Thank you, y'all. I think these are pretty dang cute. This is one of my more favorite club transfers that they've come out with recently. I just think there's a lot of things you could do with it. All right, we're going to use cherry since we used cherry on the peppermints, and then we'll use bright white. That's vanilla. Here's my white. And we're going to do, let's see. We're going to do white first. So we're going to do 2 white here. And then 1 white here. So right here, you can see that I have, it's kind of hard to tell. Hi, Bertha. I have a ton of paste sitting on top of that transfer. I'm just going to do my best to pick up all that extra paste because you don't want that sitting on top because it can make your design look a little fuzzy and you don't want that. Pieces for extra bows. I have them, Julie. Oh, are you talking about like from chalk? Oh, Booner. Oh, he is not happy. Julie, I have like a set with all the other extra pieces. If you comment the word October and go to the 3rd link, all of my stuff for the club is listed on the same listing. You just have to change like what you want. So there's like the gingerbread guy by itself, there's the garland, and then the full set. Okay, so I can see that my paste did not go all the way through, so I'm gonna push it back down. And let's lift, there we go. All right, so there's number 1. Hi, Kim. Boone. He's being a little bossy. And there's number 2. Hi, Sandy. All right, y'all, let's do a giveaway because y'all have been super patient with me. So let's do comment, hold on. Comment the number 9. And the 5th person who comments that number will win something. A Happy Meal giveaway. It could be a cutout. It could be a little try me kit. Just comment the number 9 and the 5th person will win. Donna, you were the first one. Kimmy, 2nd. Tracy, 3rd. Donna, you can't comment again. Judy, 4th. Miss Pam, number 9. Miss Pam, you are tonight's winner. Send me a message and I will get you a form to fill out for me. Thanks, y'all. All right, let's dry these off. Let's put them back on the backer. We're getting there. Hi, Samantha. We are going to do, I don't know if I said this. I think I did. We're going to do a live sale tomorrow. It'll be cutouts only. So make sure y'all are in my broadcast channel because I will notify y'all when I'm live. How do I misplace this? Right here. I'll notify you when I'm live so y'all can come claim stuff. All right, let's dry all of this. And let's see what else it needs. So I did those buttons a little high. That's okay. But should we add the squiggles to the arms? So these squiggles, or should we leave them blank? What do y'all think? For some reason, my nose always starts running when I'm live, and I don't know why. It might have been because you commented another keyword by accident. Let me get the link for you. So when you go to my website, it's literally the first, hold on, the first listing, hold on, blank, but I just put the link to these cutouts and my other ones for, hi Debbie, oh my gosh, I totally went blank. I just put a link in the comments to get any of the very different cutouts for club in the comments. I'm sorry. A blank, squiggle. See, I like a blank. Let's see. Okay. So here, I probably should have made sure that was dry. So here's our little peppermint. I think it needs the squiggles. Let me just put it next to it. Well, jar people, we need gingerbread house. I know. I think it needs the squiggles. You're welcome, Pam. Thank you for being here. I wish I could give everybody everything, one thing every night, but I can't. But I appreciate you being here and hanging out with me. I think I'm going to do the squiggles. I think I'm going to do it. Okay. So we are just going to center these as best as possible. Squiggle on the girl. We could, I think it needs both. I think they both need it. I'm going to do both. Squiggles one. Okay. I apologize if you can hear my neighbor's dog barking. So we're just going to throw these on here and we'll do them in white. Now you could get fancy and do them in any color you wanted to. It doesn't just have to be white. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do them on both. Now, if you like them blank without the squiggles, by all means, go for it. Don't add them. I'm here just to inspire you. You don't have to create your pieces to look just like mine. And I'm not going to clean these in between because they're not exact, so they don't have to fit perfectly. All right, so lift, 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 and lift. Okay, hold on. All right, this is an arm. Throw that down. This is a leg. Throw that down. We're almost there, y'all. We are almost done. The gingerbread are going to take the longest, but I don't think I'm going to add any, oh my gosh, Boone. I don't think I'm going to add any, what's the word I'm looking for? Ribbon to my garland. I don't know. We'll see. Boone. Booner. Boone. I might have to let them in. Okay, pull this up. And here's what we have. Oh, they're so cute. Look at that. Let's dry. I find as I take my time. Yeah. Thank you, Kim. I know. I'll get it later. You don't need to apologize for something out of your control. I know, Miss Maureen, but I always feel bad that they're barking. Can we order more than one? Yes, you can, Miss Bertha. So the way that the gingerbread man works, if you want the gingerbread man by himself, you can order him by himself. But if you order the garland will come with 2 gingerbread men and 2 peppermints. If you look at the product picture, it'll show you exactly what you're going to get. And if you want the full set that has all of these little pieces with it, that's also listed there as well. Just look at the picture once you click the different variants, if you will, or style, and you'll see that there's different options for you. So let me clean these really quickly, and then we are pretty much done. Let me turn on my hot glue gun. Use the bow for the girl. So I was thinking of doing bows on both of them, but one like here for the boy and then one like on her head. I don't know. We'll see. We may not like that. All right, spray this. Let's wipe it down. I use a baby wipe on the front of my transfers to kind of help get that paste off. But on the back, I will use my board eraser to clean it. Don't use your baby wipes on the back. If you do, it's not the end of the world, but I don't recommend it. Okay, turn these over. Spray them again. And where the heck is my board eraser? And all I have is black, like buffalo plaid ribbon for the bows and stuff. So that is the only option I have for that. Hey it girl. What? Hey it girl. What are you talking about? How many White Claws have you had, Haley? I'm just joking. Kind of not really. All right, throw these on here. Doesn't have to be perfect. I have seen people make a pattern out of the gingerbread, which is really cute too. All right. Let's pull these back over here. Let's make sure they're dry. And then we're gonna add our bow. So this is all I have to add it. I kind of wish I would have moved these buttons down. I can get her girl in too. Okay. I wish I would have moved these buttons down so I could put a little bow tie right here, but I didn't. So we're gonna just make it work. So, oh my gosh, y'all. Mess. All right. So, just going to loop it, put it on the side by the arm for the bow tie. He has like an off-centered bow tie, like he's a drunk gingerbread. That's probably inappropriate for me to say. I'm about to sneeze, y'all. Excuse me. I apologize. All right. On the head. Yeah, I was going to do that for the girl. I guess I could switch it. I guess I could do the hearts as the boy. I guess no one says boys can't, you know, have hearts. There's no rule for gingerbread men, right? All right. So I'm just going to adjust until I get it the size. Thank you. Until I can get it the size that I want it. That's still a little too big. Oh my God, what? What did I do? All right. There's one. Thank you. Do the same thing. All right, pull. And then you pull on the tails to adjust the loop size. That way you don't have to use twine to tie it. Okay. And as you tighten it, obviously the loops are going to get bigger. All right, that looks good. Let's close this up. Y'all, we're almost there. All we have left to do is glue our peppermints together and put them on, oh, a drunk gingerbread. All right, so here is where let me cut this. Maybe. Didn't do a very good job. All right. Make this one a little smaller. That loop was a little large and in charge. Cut this down. Maybe if I can get it, I could be smarter than my brain right now. That probably didn't make any sense to y'all. I don't know. Maybe they're just both boys. I kind of like them as both. I kind of like them both with the bow tie. Because I feel like if we do one like this, she's going to look a little weird and awkward. Boom. So, should we do both boys, which means both bow ties, or one boy, one girl, while I put this together? All right. Clean up my space a little bit. I'm going to clean up the edge on this. Cue's both the same. That's kind of what I'm thinking, Bertha. I think it looks better. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a black marker and I'm cleaning up the edges. So that way you cannot see the paint. But for some reason, anytime I do this, I always get the shakes. Like I can't hold my hand still. One of each, one boy, one girl. Make a bit smaller. Yeah, I would adjust the size. Y'all like the one boy, one girl. One of each. I think that was the winner. And we are going to distress these a smidge. Okay, that looks good. Both the same. Okay, let me see. Tighten. This is where I get frustrated with this style of bow, because no matter when I tighten it, it just gets larger. You know what I mean? Okay. I don't know. Yeah, anytime I do that, I always get shaky for some reason. Oh, y'all, I don't know. All right, let me distress these, trim the, I will. Haley, I got it, girl. I know. I'm not done. She's over here. So y'all, if y'all don't know, Haley is my best friend, and she's over here trying to be in charge. It's like she's never watched one of my lives before. I know I gotta trim those tails. I know. All right, so I am gonna distress the edge just a smidge, and I am gonna distress the peppermint pieces. The size works, just cut the tails short. I like it on the head. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't leave the tails that long. So that's what it looks like. Just distress a smidgen. Just call me Charge Marge. Yeah. Well, you're bossy. You're a bossy Marge. That's what you are. All right. Getting this. You like it on the head. Okay. So I guess we'll do one of each. If that what makes y'all happy, I will do it. Okay. Getting this on here. I appreciate y'all hanging out and being patient. We will do a giveaway at the end, just because I have been on here forever and a day. But on the one with the heart. The problem is that the buttons, I have to do it on this one because the buttons are lower on the heart. It just makes more sense in my brain. All right. So, little tip, when you're gluing these, don't glue them over the holes, because if you do that, you can't add them to your garland. So just move the peppermint around until the holes are exposed. Where? Stick fast? Maybe. All right, so I'm going to use some stick fast glue for this part. And these, I'm a little worried that the peppermints are a little too big to go with the gingerbread men. So if they are, I can make them a little bit smaller. We'll see what they look like once we get them on the garland. Okay. Move it over like so. And pull these down, and that looks good. A little bit here. Okay, we'll cut these down. Trying to decide. Okay, another question for you. Bow on top or to the side? Bow on top or to the side? Pull this out. And let me pull out. I got a lot of things moving over here. A lot of moving parts. A lot of ideas that I'm trying to do all at once. Hi, Lori. The side, 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 side. Haley, you have been outvoted. You have been outvoted, my friend. And I'm just going to add some dots to the peppermints using my Posca paint pen, the one that y'all know I love oh so much. You were outvoted. You sure were. I think I'm going to add a few more. Ooh. Here. One second, y'all. Okay. You could even, what's the word I'm looking for? Like spackle? Oh! Look what I did. I feel like I always do that with these. Always. These pens are not my favorite. I will admit that. Okay. Of course I would do that. There we go. Top for Haley. All right, we're going to do her on the side. And then we are going to put these on. Ever buy the brand one? I have no, Miss Stephanie. I did not. I totally forgot. Which I am planning on going to Michael's soon. So I might have to check that one out. Okay, here we go. Do I want to start with, I feel like that's going to be too short. All right, here we go. I'm going to make it pretty long. That way we can always cut it down if we need to. So let's start with the gingerbread boy. So I'm going to loop through the front. I'm going to loop to the back. No, I wanted the girl first. You do, and you bet, Sharpie paint pens. I love the Sharpie paint pens. I absolutely love those. Those are my favorite. They're very good. Try the new Sharpie. Yep, I have those. I love them. All right, so thread it through, and then we're gonna do the same thing to the back, maybe like so, and then we'll do the boy. And y'all, we're almost there. So do me a huge favor. Those dots got messed up, so I'm gonna have to fix them. Do me a huge favor, hit that heart button if you have not already done so. Comment the word October. And you'll get the supply list. And I know I always say it, but make sure you're signed up for our broadcast channel. So right down there in the pinned comment, where it says comment October, click on that pinned comment and open it up. And there'll be a link in there for you to join my broadcast channel. I'll notify you when I'm live. And then I do polls and stuff, and I'll do exclusive codes in there for y'all on my website kind of thing. So make sure y'all are in there. All right, move this one a little closer. Hi, Audrey. Hi, Dolores. But here's what we have. Now you could totally add a ribbon in between. I'm not going to, since I've been on here for almost an hour, but here's what we have. What do y'all think? So, do we think we need to make the peppermints a little bit smaller on this guy? Or do we think the peppermints are a good size? I think they're a little big. I don't know. What do y'all think? But you could totally buy 2 sets of the cutouts and make a longer garland. But what do y'all think? There it is. Thanks. Oh, how fun, Miss Ruthie. I think the peppermints are a good size. Okay. Maybe a little big, but still cute. Looks good. Okay. Little big. Maybe I'll make them like a smidge smaller. So when you comment the word October, if you want the link to the cutouts, the set I think is $9. Go to the third link in the message. That'll be where those are linked. But yeah, that's what we had for tonight, y'all. Yeah. Well, it only comes with 4, but you could totally do another peppermint. That's why if you wanted to get 2 sets and do like a longer garland, you totally could. But I think it's pretty stinking cute. So this set will also be available. Maybe I'll add another peppermint. Maybe we'll do 3 peppermints and 1 gingerbread. But I'll add, boom. But I will add this set will be available in the live sale tomorrow as well. Okay, so if you want to wait to order the set tomorrow, you can totally do that if you want to. I would want an odd number. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do, Lisa, is I'm going to add another peppermint to the garland. I didn't think about that. So I'll add 1 more peppermint, so then you have 2 gingerbread. I guess I'll ask y'all. Do y'all want 1 more peppermint or 1 more gingerbread? Which one would y'all prefer to have? 3 gingerbread people or 3 peppermints? And I'll add that to the, I can't update the picture right now, but that'll be part of, the cutout. I'll fix it. 3 gingerbread. Okay. Tracy, it's difficult to do that just based on the way the listing is on my website. Okay, so we'll do 3. I'll see, peppermint. We'll do 3 gingerbread. I think that's the majority. But yes, you can also get the gingerbread guy by himself too, if you wanted them. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna hop off of here. Oh no, let's pick a winner. Hold on, we'll pick a winner. So let's do. Let's see. Let's pick the person who comments. Let's see. The 3rd person who comments the word happy will be our 2nd winner. So the 3rd person who comments the word happy on my end will be the winner. So I'll be back on tomorrow. We'll be doing another craft. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know it was kind of a long one. Donna, you were number 1. Tracy, you were number 2. Audrey, you are number 3. So Miss Audrey, you have won a blank gingerbread guy. Okay. Not the finished one, but you'll get a blank one for your club. Okay. All right, y'all, I'm going to hop off of here, but y'all have a great rest of your night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.